Hey, we're back from vacation. Had a great time. Looks like everything greened up around here. But back to the real world. And wouldn't you know it, right when I left, the day I left, the phone wouldn't stop ringing. So we got new jobs everywhere. Let's go into this new job, which is really close to home. I think I'm like less than 2 miles maybe as a crow flies. So let's do this. We're gonna go find a pen and work our way across a creek draw and up into some poison oak, my boss says. So maybe we'll wear rain pants, I don't know. Copy. P.S. My boss said the forester said that he found a huge cougar track out here. So maybe we'll fill cougar tag, huh? Well, this is a healthy stand of timber, that's for sure. And there's the forester's red ribbons. They're cutting one side of this. I guess I could look at the map. They're cutting the north side. That's why it looks like a good stand of timber. It's ready for harvest. So first thing we need to do is find the west 16th corner of this, which my boss found and ran south of. But it's going to be way down in there, and we're going to run east out of it. So let's go find that first. How about if there's bearing trees, we're going to bring this map. It's smart to bring the map. I never do, but I'm gonna this time. Probably a little rusty. Got some non-insulated extra tufts for summer. Copy. All right, I had to do a little machete maintenance because that sucker is chewed up. But got him pretty laser sharp. He's just serrated now. Copy. All right, we're all geared up. My hopes and dreams are that I can put one of these rods at the top of this ridge. It's kind of heading out a ridge and it just bails to 2 different creeks right down on either side. My goal is to have a rod up here at the top, instrument halfway down, see across to the corner we're looking for. Copy. Okay, they've come in and done their own thing with old blaze marks like they usually do. Here's an old fence. Maybe a lime tree. They came in and did compass surveys a lot back in the day. Boy, this canyon gets with it. Where am I gonna dump this stuff? Well, I'm gonna drop a rod here and then head down with a gun and another rod and hopefully find it. And hopefully get to this point in one turn. Wouldn't that be great? I don't think it's gonna happen. It looks deeper than I think. Let's head down and get lucky. I guess when you're dealing with trees this size, might as well hire us for a couple $1,000 rather than one of these trees, probably $1,000. Well, I'd anticipated tying a bunch more ribbon up there before I dropped all the way down here, but I'm just not the smartest cookie. We're gonna dump this here and let's go find the corner. Well, you know what? I see daylight up there. I might be able to pop into this little bench and shoot up to there and put side shots in the big trees and shoot over to wherever this corner is going to be. Someone's got ribbon going on the fence. There's a fence call on the survey. I think it's up over this next ridge, maybe. Something. Forester just came up a little short with his pink ribbons. Because here it is. Didn't even need to find bearing trees. I think this is him. Yep. This is what they do. This is from 1997. They do 2 colors. It's my boss's and his dad's system. 2 colors for property corners. And, oh, what do we got here? The old 4x4 post with tree tag, corner poster. Keep on digging. Because I don't have a metal detector or else I'd be right on it. And why? It always does this to me. Maybe this thing fell on it. Seriously? Stand by. While we're out the hands, just clear out all the vegetation and then use the boots to find Oh, there it is. Why didn't I just touch that? Okay. Hey, look at that. There's looks to be an aluminum nail in it. Let's make sure it's a 3/4 pipe on the survey. Found 3/4 iron pipe from a different survey. We'll look for these BTs while we're down here. But I'm not sure what date it was. I don't have that survey with me for when it was originally set, but let's see what he found. He had this survey he was following that had a record of that bearing and that distance, and then after he ran it, he was off 2/10. I'll take it. Okay, bearing tree number 1 is real obvious. Big old scar facing the pin. So this compasses and distances for the maple. Oh yeah, look at that orange paint. More orange paint under the moss. Okay, so that's him, and then back in, those are the old bearing trees, and then in 97 he gave a call to this fence corner where the fence comes in and makes a corner of 15 feet at a bearing of north 77 east. I did not find the first stump. I'm gonna keep looking a little bit. Maybe we didn't find him because he was buried in ferns. It was a 16-inch stump. And this looks to be, I've got a little bit of the ring of the stump left. It looks to be about 16 inches. Now in the 90s, there was visible scribing, which it probably didn't heal. I wonder if we can find a little chunk of pitch seam. This one, oh, check that out. Check that out, we got him. That is a little notch at the bottom of the cut. And that's paint, it's not scribing, but I'm pretty sure all of that's gonna be pretty gone. But there you go, there you have it. That was made by an axe. It's rotted. And that is paint from, probably from the boss's dad finding it in 97. Okay, accessories found, copy. Oh yeah, it's amazing what a little edge will do on your machete. Goodbye. Shlung. Shlung. Line's going about through that big fir, but I'm gonna pull off line into this little flat and shoot into him. Put a side shot in that fir, which is about 150 feet down line. I'm gonna try and get up in this little flat here. And all this stuff being gone before I go up here would be nice. Ah, perfect. Gosh, I found him. I had to come halfway up the mountainside, but I think if I take this clump out, I'll see from him up there over to this little open bench and shoot side shots into line. All right, should I set you up and do some whacking? I gotta take out this bundle. Preferably this way. How you bend the machete? That's gonna do it. Don't have to get too fine with it. Line of sight. Hey, look at that tripod I made. And the big guy. And the big guy. He's already down. And that guy. Where'd I stash the gun? Over here somewhere. Through the stuff. Ow! Ooh. Check my blood sugar. I'm bleeding, folks. This work, I'll get real small so I can see the corner under that down log, down through there, Orange. And then it'd be real helpful if that snagglepuss thing was gone. This thing. It'd be a lot of help, fellers. Okay, I think it's gonna work. Whack through here, get a side shot at the bottom of the hill, side shot in a big fir. Perfect. Oh my God, for this all to work out, there's one little 5-inch maple I gotta go whack. So, since we got a new edge on here, let's do it. You know what I think instead? I think if I take this limb, oh God. If I take this, carry on, stand by. If I take this chunk of thing off, leave the gun with this limb, one of these limbs off, I think I can bypass cutting down a tree. Man, it's those hidden gems in the woods. I went to slice this, shing, followed through, and right back here was that thing hidden in the ferns. My machete went about that far, and my thumb just stopped right on this frickin' snag. Oh, if my fingers weren't so leather from camping, that might bruise the nail a little bit. Ooh, deep pain. All right, it's in the book. 2 side shots. And the control point way up at the top of the ridge. Only problem was I couldn't get a distance because I was anticipating shooting down into that stuff, so I had the prism turned that way, but no big deal. I got a rod right here. We'll go set up on the control point, face it up the hill, and that'll get our distance. We'll just shoot our back sight back. Instead of getting a foresight distance, we'll get a back sight distance, which is the same thing. Okay, get this, go back, trying not to trip and fall on all these ferns with all this blowdown crap in them. Copy. Pack's a lot heavier than a hunting pack I usually wear. It's a real lot heavier than the beer I'm holding when I'm mushroom picking. I hate orange ribbon. You cannot see it in this country. We have all this orange. We haven't bought pink in a long time because we've had all this orange from this job. This guy wanted orange done, and then he just went behind us with a bunch of purple and splattered the whole woods. Anyways, I don't know why I can't see. Oh, I see it. Never mind. It's orange right there. You just can't, it does not pop. I need some stinky pink. Darn it, I must have had this rod real tall, because I'm looking right here and I can't set up any higher. So, that's going to be a heck of a notch. You might even fall from that. Copy. Bunch of knots right there, and this thing's pretty much dead, and the truck's right there, and I'm not hiking up and down. I'm just gonna grab the chainsaw and drop him. He's half dead anyway. He was probably never gonna go. He's just hung up and everything, but he moved about a foot. Hey, look at that. That's what we're looking for. Okay, I'm just gonna tell the forester there's a crippled tree right here. Yep, starting to get a good blood blister where that dang stick got me. I'll have to pop him. Anyways, this might be the last shot of the day. I didn't start till noon today because I drove just about from Idaho all night last night after my vacation. Got home about 1 o'clock. And let's see, what was I gonna do? I was gonna whack a little bit. Oh, I was talking to the camera, not whacking what I was supposed to whack. Anyways, I got unpacking and cleaning up and all kinds of stuff to do. So, short one today. Copy.